Hello everyone, hope you are doing good and welcome back to DevOps Dean channel. In this video, I will explain you how to make an application portable so that it can be deployed from development through staging to production. Assume there are applications which needs configurations while they start, such as Nginx, Java application, Prometheus, Zipkin. All these applications need startup configuration which is environment specific, or application need config information which is sensitive, such as API service credentials, database username password, or an API key. This sensitive information is also part of configuration. One more example of configuration is a certificate. If your application is communicating over HTTPS, you need to store certificates inside application. All these scenarios are considered as a configuration which is required by applications. Now that we understand an application has its own configurations, and in order to make an application portable, you need to separate out config files. Let's understand what config map and secrets are. Config maps and secrets are Kubernetes objects which allow you to decouple configs from pods that make application portable and easier to manage its configuration and prevents hard-coded data from the pods. Config map and secrets allow you to decouple environment-specific configuration from your container images so that your application are easily portable. Config map and secret used to store configuration data in key value pairs. Pods can consume config maps and secrets as command line arguments or as configuration files in a volume or environment variables. Config map is not designed to hold large chunks of data. The data stored in config map cannot exceed 1 MB. If you need to store settings that are larger than this limit, you may want to consider mounting a volume. Now let's understand how to inject a config map and secrets inside a pod. First approach is to embed key value pairs inside a pod definition YAML. But this approach can be used only when there are limited number of config settings. There is a limit of 1 MB, as you know. If your requirement exceeds, then you should inject config map using volumes. So this is about config map and secrets. Let's jump on to the demo and see how we can create config map and secrets. Okay, now I will show you how to create config map and secret. I am logged in inside a pre-configured cluster provided by Red Hat. I am using Nginx and MySQL application to create config map and secret. I am overriding Nginx default configuration using config map, and I'm creating a username password for MySQL using secret. Now first look at how the config map file looks like. This is the configuration file for a config map. It is using API version 1. The resource kind is config map. Metadata contains the config map name and the data. This data is an integral part of config map. It holds two things. First is key and the second one is value. So this key will create a file and the content of the file will be the value of that key. So similarly in this example I have created two keys. First is Nginx configuration and second one is index.html. So this key will override the default configuration file of Nginx and the default index file of Nginx. So now let's see how we can inject this config map into deployment. So I have created a deployment file. So we are mounting the config map as a volume. So we need to create volumes inside deployment. So I have created two volumes. First is nginx conf and second is index.html. So here we are using a config map as a resource. So we have specified the config map as a resource. its name and the key which we want to use here. Now the volumes have been created. Now we need to inject these volumes inside the container. For this, we need to create a volume mounts tag. Inside that, you need to specify the volume name, the mount path, and the subpath. This mount path will specify the location of the config map file will be mounted and the config file name, that is nginx-conf. Similarly, I mounted the index.html too. Okay, now let's run these YAML files to create resources on OpenShift cluster. First, we will create config map because deployment will search for a config map, and if it don't find that, then the deployment will fail. So first we will create the config map. OC create -f nginx config map dot YAML. The config map has been created. Now let's create the deployment. OC create -f nginx deployment dot YAML. Deployment is also created. Now let's check these resources on OpenShift cluster. As you can see, the nginx deployment has been done and it has deployed the nginx pod. First, let's check config map has been created or not. Okay, the config map has been created. You can find the config maps from the config map menu, and we can check the data of the config map, that is index.html and nginx.conf. Okay, now let's browse this application whether this configuration has taken up from the nginx or not. As you can see, it is overridden the default index.html file and it is picked up from the config map. So this is how you create a config map and inject into a deployment. Now let's create the secret for MySQL. So first let's look into the secret YAML file. Okay, so this is the secret YAML file. It is also using a version 1 and the kind is secret. The metadata contains the name of the secret and the type, that is opq, and the data. Here it is also using a key value pair. The key is mounted as an environment variable name and the value will be the value it is going to contain. This is the username and password and it is a sensitive information, so I have already encoded into a base 64. So whenever you are creating a secret, make sure you encode a value and put it into your secret. Okay, this is how we create a secret. Now let's inject this secret into a MySQL deployment. Okay, this is the MySQL deployment configuration file and we are injecting secret using environment variable. So here are the environment variable of this deployment. It is picking up a value from secret key reference. This environment variable is picking up a value from secret. We have given the MySQL secret name and the key. So this key will pull the value and assign it back to this environment variable. Similarly, other environments variable is also picking up the value from secret, that is pass, then root password and the database name. Okay, so now this is how you inject secret into a deployment as an environment variable. Now let's create these resources on OpenShift cluster. So first we will create a secret and then we'll create a deployment. We will run OC create -f secret.yaml. Secret has been created. Now let's create the MySQL deployment. OC create -f MySQL deployment. The MySQL deployment has also been created. Now let's check these resources on OpenShift cluster. As you can see, it is getting deployed. It is creating the pod at the moment. Now let's check the log of the pod. Okay, it seems to be completed with the pod execution. Okay, the pod is also up. Now let's check the secret. It has been created inside the secret. Okay, these are the secret. We have created database name, user, pass, root password. Okay, we can reveal the value here. Okay, it is showing the pet clinic. This is the original value. Now let's check these are mounted as an environment variable into MySQL application or not. So let's move to topology tab. Let's go to resources, where it is pod, and let's check the environment. It is showing this MySQL user has a value from mysql.secret. This is how we create a secret and inject into a deployment.